Well, it was a showdown at the State House earlier today. Republican lawmakers entered the state assembly chamber while refusing to show proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test, thereby defying a new mandate from the Democratic leadership in the legislature. News 12 New Jersey's Alex Sedan has been all over this story in Trenton today. He's got the latest tonight. Alex?
Kurt, that showdown very nearly became a standoff, but fizzled after a couple of hours, mostly because of the special powers that lawmakers from both parties have under the state constitution. Republicans saying that this is about separation of powers, Democrats saying this is about safety from COVID-19.
This is tyranny, folks. America, see what's happening here.
At least 10 Republican legislators marched to the entrance of the Assembly chamber Thursday afternoon, unwilling to comply with a policy they say is unconstitutional and that's under appeal in front of a judge.
Freedom and liberty is dying here today, folks. It's dying right here on the floor. We're the only thing standing between us and the constituents of New Jersey and trying to stand up for their freedoms, and it's being blocked.
After a nearly 15-minute standoff,
they're not going to physically restrain us. We can walk right past it.
The Republicans brushed by and took their seats. They remained inside for nearly 2 hours despite requests by the state police to leave. But the state police were effectively sidelined by the state constitution, which says lawmakers attending voting sessions can only be arrested for the most extreme crimes.
The Democratic caucus came to Trenton today to take care of the people's business. The Republican caucus chose to care more about allowing an outbreak at the State House.
When the Assembly went into session, Democratic Speaker Craig Coughlin said he was outraged and read the Republicans the Riot Act, but stopped short of asking for a vote to remove or expel.
In the midst of this sacrifice, the only thing that was asked of the legislators here today to do was to show that they weren't infected, to care about their colleagues and the people in the chamber.
Across the building on the Senate side, there was some grumbling by legislators, but Republicans showed their cards, took their seats, and both parties worked to pass legislation. And now, I've said this before, but I want to say it again because it's worth repeating. Folks out there, don't try this at home. The state constitution makes it almost impossible to arrest a state lawmaker when they are here working on the grounds of the State House in Trenton. Can't be arrested for anything other than treason or the worst possible crimes. However, members of the public who came here had to show proof of vaccination or a negative test simply to get into the State House building. At the State House in Trenton, Alex Sedan, News 12, New Jersey.